Hello, everyone. I'm Paul Lehmann, and I'm running for Secretary of State on the Green Party ticket. I live on a small organic farm south of Fayette, Missouri, which is about 25 miles to 30 miles northwest of Columbia, Missouri, and I live in Howard County. Uh, I want to focus on the role of the Secretary of State in our electoral system. The Secretary of State has primary responsibilities for elections and voting and political campaigns and ethical standards associated with the electoral system. There are other actions that are included in that office, but I want to focus on the most relevant issue at this time. In doing some research, I found that in the U.S. Constitution adopted in 1789, the states were given control over the electoral system, and at that time, only 6% of the population was allowed to vote as white, male, land-owning citizens. Over the next 230 years, the right to vote was expanded after decades of trauma and struggle. In a kind of chipping away at the obstacles to voting in order to achieve this fundamental right for all citizens. But there are still barriers to the exercise of the right to vote that I'd also like to address. As Secretary of State, I will push for a true democratic universal suffrage system for all citizens. What this means is that registration to vote would be a one-time act, one time only, for all citizens upon their 18th birthday or upon their naturalization as citizens. This would be done in the same manner as is done in being, as one is assigned a Social Security number at birth. Our addresses will be held in each county clerk's office where we reside. And at each election, the clerk would mail out a coded paper ballot to every citizen to be returned by election day and to be counted at that time. In this freed up system, there'd be no more registration requirements, no deadlines, no preemptive guidelines or provisions. No more absentee ballot excuses that one would have to make. No more expenses for polling places and ballot machines. No more pitched battles over who can and cannot vote. It's time that this corrupt system is ended and that the evolution of the voting rights becomes complete. The mail-in ballot system is truly safe and secure and accessible to all citizens and truly democratic. We have several examples from other states such as Colorado, which have zero fraud as a result of the mail-in ballots. I want to say a little more about the suffrage for all citizens. This would include citizens who have been incarcerated for some reason. Because someone has committed a criminal offense does not mean that they lose their citizenship. So if you are a citizen, then you have a fundamental right to vote. So this would go away as well, this kind of obstacle to someone who has made a mistake in their life. Also, the new system would accommodate citizens with disabilities. I have just learned that there are sighted people who have problems with the paper ballot. And so I would arrange to make exceptions for those who have disabilities so that they can vote in whatever means that is available to them. So there would be exceptions to the paper ballot that would be made to accommodate those who need them. And then finally, I want to comment on the latest Senate Bill 631 that was passed to to accommodate the coronavirus. This is nothing more than another way to prevent people from voting. It's insane that you have to have your signature notarized in order to vote. It's insane that they have these deadlines before you can secure your ballot. So, and it's just, as I say, one more way for those people in power, both the Democrats and Republicans, to maintain that power by suppressing the vote and discouraging the marginal voters from voting. So this would be an important thing for us to achieve, and to give people the option from the two major parties and from the other parties as well, so that they may choose a system that would be friendly and safe for all people and would accommodate everyone's needs. Again, I'm Paul Lehmann. I'm running for Secretary of State from Howard County in Fayette, Missouri. Thank you.